Hey everyone, and welcome back to Reverse Thinking. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating concept, the 7-year cycles of life. Our lives aren't just a straight line from birth to old age, they're a series of profound transformations that happen about every 7 years. This idea isn't new. It's been observed for centuries by scientists, psychologists, and philosophers like Rudolf Steiner, who developed the philosophy of anthroposophy. What's even more amazing? Modern biology actually supports this, showing that our entire body cells, including our brain, skin, and even our energy structures, completely renew every 7 years. So, get ready to embark on a journey with me as we explore these incredible shifts, from carefree childhood to the wisdom of old age. Let's understand how these cycles shape who we are and who we become. Think of your life as a series of doors, each opening every 7 years. We'll explore 11 of these profound cycles. Ages 0 to 7, this is really the time of the Emperor self, the center of the universe. It's our purest, most instinctual stage. A baby lives like a tiny emperor, honestly expecting every need to be met instantly. Psychologically, this is the primitive ego stage, where a child doesn't really differentiate between themselves and the world. Their brain is mostly operating in theta and delta waves, which means they live in a kind of semi-dreamlike state, truly believing that everything revolves around them. During this time, the central nervous system is perfected, and it's honestly a golden window for language, emotion, and basic security. Kids learn through direct absorption, through feeling, not just logic. The life lesson? Parents don't need to preach, they need to model. Children absorb every expression, every breath, and even every silence in the home. What they need most is a kingdom where love is the law. Ages 7 to 14 mark the expanding self, the journey of inquiry. Around age 7, something remarkable happens. Children begin to step out of their emperor cocoon and, become curious about others in the world. This is the stage of constant questioning and, honestly, a bit of skepticism. Their brains shift from theta to alpha waves, and they start to train their intellect. At this stage, kids start to develop simple logic, though they're still, highly emotional. It's also the time when same-sex friendships become incredibly important and pure, really, just free from any ulterior motives. Children begin to psychologically separate from their families, realizing they're distinct individuals with their own worlds, secrets, and emotions. This is when feelings like shame, shyness, and even rebellion begin to emerge. The big lesson here is all about curiosity, exploration, and forming a personal identity. Children need space to question, patient guidance, and to be acknowledged as growing individuals. Between ages 14 and 21, we enter a vibrant, explosive, and honestly often confusing period. Friendships start to make way for romantic interests and those intense first loves that are passionate but, they lack maturity. There's a strong desire to become someone, to define oneself, build a career, and achieve. The prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for logic and emotional control, isn't fully developed yet, and that explains a lot of those impulsive and emotional actions. It's truly a crisis of identity, wanting to be oneself, but also fearing rejection. So, what's the life lesson here? This is the last stage of innocent impulsiveness. Compassion, companionship, and clear guidance from adults are absolutely crucial to help young people navigate the pressures and potential pitfalls like depression or self-destructive behavior. The foundation for future self-reliance is being laid right now. Ages 21 to 28, this is the first adventure ambitions peak, and, those first stumbles. It's the moment we really step into the real world, driven by this almost irresistible urge to prove ourselves and reach for clear ambitions. It's a period full of intense enthusiasm, though honestly it's often mixed with a bit of illusion. We dive into big projects, start our first serious jobs and relationships, dreaming about marriage, financial stability, and, having a place to truly call home. But, it's also the stage of our first big stumbles, business failures, heartbreaks, and that feeling of being lost in our careers. These stumbles, they're honestly essential. They teach us caution, patience, and humility. The big life lesson here? You're learning to stand on your own 2 feet, making mistakes that, in the end, guide you toward the right path. Relationships, too, become more practical, more tied to responsibility, and, well, that can make them a bit more fragile. Ages 28 to 35, this is the time for choosing your path, laying foundations, and really reconnecting with yourself. Things start to slow down a bit. This cycle kind of bridges dreams and reality, and it forces you to make some serious choices about career, marriage, and family, since, decisions now leave lasting marks. Marriage becomes work, demanding real cooperation and patience, and a lot of people face marital conflicts or even consider divorce. For those who are single, the external pressures just keep mounting. Professionally, after years of trying, failing, and adjusting, you understand your strengths and limits, but, financial ties might make changes difficult. This is when you wear the most hats: employee, spouse, parent, child. The life lesson? This is true maturity. It's not about money or titles, but about knowing when to be silent, to say no, to rest without guilt, to love without dependence, and to choose a life that fits your capacity and soul. Many experience an internal rebirth, realizing the value of inner peace over endless chasing. Ages 35 to 42, the crossroads of crisis and awakened opportunity. This might seem like the most stable period: established family, career, assets. Yet, strangely, many feel the most empty, facing an early midlife crisis. It's not a lack of things, but an overwhelming burden of roles and pressures, leading to a feeling of being lost in one's own life. The crisis manifests as prolonged boredom, unexplained loss of motivation, or even drastic changes like affairs or quitting long-term jobs. Physically, the body slows down, hinting at the need for change. The life lesson? It's time to rebuild your inner home, seeking peace and inner strength amidst external pressures. This is a period of deep release, letting go of people-pleasing, choosing relationships wisely, and finding joy in solitude. It's a time of purification, healing old wounds and finding peace amidst imperfection. Ages 42 to 49, everything is on the table. It's the time for reflection. Age 42 arrives subtly, with quiet sighs and small signs of aging. It's a unique stage, not quite a peak, not yet a decline, but more like a hilltop where you can look both forward and back. This reflection, it leads many to redefine happiness, valuing spiritual over material things, and sometimes unhealed wounds from youth resurface, demanding confrontation and healing. The life lesson? It's time to let go of illusions that once exhausted you. You no longer need to prove anything or seek external validation. Many turn to meditation, yoga, or spiritual practices to find a deeper anchor. This is a cycle of inner freedom, no longer controlled by others' opinions. It's a golden period to change your life's direction, embracing a slower, deeper existence that prepares you for a peaceful and meaningful later life. Ages 49 to 56, the autumn of the mind. It's all about repositioning yourself. At 49, you enter your life's autumn, a period of profound transformation for both body and soul. This is when you consciously withdraw from external competition, not out of weakness, but from understanding the value of inner peace. Many change careers, move to quieter places, or begin a spiritual journey. So your mind becomes clearer, ambitions get refined, and you start seeking lasting peace over material wealth. You begin to truly understand your parents by, experiencing their position yourself. Love transforms into this quieter, more enduring bond. Thoughts of death, they emerge not with fear, but with calm acceptance, leading you to live more authentically. The life lesson here? This is a cycle of stillness, healing, and living genuinely. You stop chasing societal norms and focus on living deeply, being present in every moment, and seeking lightness with every step and breath. Ages 56 to 63, autumn knocks, a heart of gratitude. Now you don't need to run anymore. There are no more peaks to conquer, no more proving yourself. You just need to be yourself and live each remaining day with profound gratitude. This is the autumn of life where all the noise fades, the light softens, and leaves begin to change. Your physical body may slow, but your inner world, it truly blossoms. This is a time to pass on your wisdom, not just assets, to your children and grandchildren, wishing them well without control. Many choose a simple life, cherishing small moments. You recognize that physical decline is natural. The life lesson? Living long is not as precious as living deeply, fully, and peacefully. This is your time to slow down, to live for yourself, to release burdens and to smile. Your greatest blessing now is peace, quiet mornings, and cherished connections. So, reaching 63 marks the closing of a major life circle. At this stage, it's no longer about building, it's really about giving back to the world, to your children, and to, your deepest self. You live as a storyteller now, observing, understanding, and just kind of smiling from the sidelines. What truly matters isn't fame or fortune, but honestly, how you've lived in the hearts of those you've touched. You remember warm embraces, children's laughter, and those quiet evenings with your spouse? If previous years were for family, now you learn to live for yourself, deeper and more serenely. Death no longer feels distant, it's more like a reminder to live meaningfully. The life lesson? Instead of dwelling on what's undone, you learn to feel lighter and forgive yourself and others. You hope to leave behind something good, a lesson, a kind habit, a warm memory. This is a time for gratitude and love, not regret. After 70, life isn't about moving forward in the same way, it's about dissolving into existence, living like a cloud drifting across the sky without purpose, yet beautifully tranquil. Society often shies away from this age, but in quietness, those over 70 can approach truth most closely. All societal roles fall away, leaving only your true self, naked, pristine, yet full of light. You no longer compare yourself to anyone, seeing the futility of comparison in the face of impermanence. This is the foundation of the deepest freedom, freedom from expectations, identity, and all constraints. The life lesson? You learn to forget yourself and merge with the greater life. Many turn to meditation or simply sit in silence, knowing that the most valuable things can't be spoken. You can be alone all day without loneliness, needing little, remembering deeply from your past, as your mind transcends linear time. Like a winter tree, bare yet deeply rooted, you are free from fear, observing the world without judgment, intervening only with love. If you are blessed with clarity and health at this age, it's a miracle, a privilege. When it's time to depart, you can leave as lightly as a golden leaf, without regret, smiling because you have lived, loved, let go, and now dissolve into silence without fear. Looking back at our entire lives through the lens of these 7-year cycles, we realize that true human development doesn't come from external victories, but from the moments when we truly understand ourselves, release hatred, and love life for what it is. Life is a winding journey, but if we pay attention to each step, good or bad, everything becomes balanced and precious. I hope this journey through the 7-year cycles has illuminated your path, past, present, and future. May you live each cycle fully, with love and understanding. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Wishing you and your family peace, happiness, and joy. See you next time.